Order. The House is resumed. And at the break we were on the first reading of the Telecommunications, TSO, Broadband and Other Matters Amendment Bill. David Clinton was speaking, and David Clinton has 3 minutes remaining should he wish to take the 3 minutes.
Mr Speaker.
I call David Clinton.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Thank you, sir. Yes, I did choose to take the extra few minutes that was left from last night, in part because there are a number of comments I'd like to wrap up in regard to this bill specifically, and also perhaps by way of setting, dare I say it, an example to some of the members of the government who seemed remarkably reluctant last night to engage with their own legislation, despite the fact that this particular bill was one of the key planks of their campaign 2 years ago, suggesting this broadband rollout is a major part of their economic strategy, a major part of their infrastructure development strategy, and yet seemed remarkably shy about actually speaking to the draft legislation, to the bill. And one hopes that after a restful night and perhaps a good breakfast there'll be some energy, some enthusiasm that was so conspicuous by its absence last night. So we do look forward to a day of actual debate rather than simply rather meaningless one-minute statements. So specifically to return to the bill, there is quite a lot riding on this bill. It is an important piece of infrastructure, and I did make the point last evening that there are general benefits to be had from this rollout, from this improved and updated technology. There will be distinct advantages for business that will enable people to operate businesses from areas of the country where otherwise they might not. It will facilitate education. There will be advantages for people's lifestyle choices. And for all of those reasons, it is important that we get it right. And a great deal of this bill is focusing on the pricing mechanisms that will be in place to endeavour to encourage take-up, to ensure that the providers are rewarded and so on. And clearly one of the key issues we have with this bill, and something we think needs to be ironed out in the select committee process, is the question of this regulatory holiday, this 10-year holiday, for want of a better word, break on or prevention of any evolution. It's really critical. The experience we had of seeing the movement from dial-up to broadband should be something of a cautionary tale. We know that for people to make that move, to upgrade to another technology, does necessitate that they see value in doing that. Householders, there will be those early adopters who see immediate advantage and will adopt the technology in any case. But the majority of householders will need to see real added value for them in order for them to adopt and to give the critical mass of take-up that the success of this infrastructure will necessitate. There will have to be obvious value added, and for that reason the pricing point is critical. And we think that the current mechanisms in place in this bill are unlikely to deliver the optimum price. So in summary then, I would repeat that the Greens will support this bill with reservation.
That his time has expired.